to the east. One truck making their way up to the point here. And Legion 201 looks to be overloading the left side. Oh my Lord in heaven, do they have a bunch of bodies working over here. And with that, I think the Axis should be able to cap off the opening. Everything looks good. Although, wait a minute, did the opening P4? No, P4's right there. Okay, never mind. I think just a truck on point got taken out, and there we have it. R22R takes the opening cap here on Dugout. Cattle Sheds already has a SL up here, though. We do have a Love Squad, just a recon, though, just recon. So L201 should be able to handle that, take care of it without a problem. We go back here to the points. We're going to have a few bodies call back. Oh, man, actually, L201 calls back a little chunk right here. But it looks like they will be able to hold them back just fine. Supply truck coming in. A little bit of a rogue supply truck action from Commander Terrell. Tries to go through the hedgehogs right here, but it's not going to be able to. He's going to get out, attempt to frag. Burns an OP. Gets out, comes around the corner. Commander's, can he frag? Oh. We do have a Demon, though, who's going to load up a rocket here to get in the back. He fires, gets one in. Medium does a quick spin, but remember, the Axis Panzer Shrek can pin on the front of the medium. Demon should be able to line up and get a second one here. He lines up, he's going to fire. Oh, Rick's off right to the side, and Demon gets blasted. We have 5 STR General OP working their way up. 5-star General OP working his way up, trying to get up to behind the medium right here. Medium splashes a little smoke, looking to get out of dodge. All right, and Demon finishes off the Sherman right there with the Panzer Shrek. Firing over there to the distance. What an excellent angle, and he's just laying it on him right now. Gonna have to stop the reload, drops a cartridge on the ground. Does not care about the environment, unfortunately. We hope to see that he would save that for recycling later, but does not worry about that. Tiger. Chillakil's right there to continue the dismantling. Blunt is coming around the corner. Blunt should have an opportunity to save the Garrison. Couple dismantle Blunts. A little bit too late. Takes out one. Okay, equal trip. Monitor the open field. We do have the State of Ohio with us here tonight. State of Ohio's moving towards the building, or one of the cattle sheds right here. The State of Ohio could have a nice OP. Does that put his OP right here in the wheat field? Be able to push up a little bit. He's going to make a move. Goes unnoticed. State of Ohio looks to take out a few right here. Ah, gets taken out right in the back. Okay. So Legion, once again, playing very concentrated on defense and trying to take a risk with the backline flank attack over here in the bottom of the 6 grid line. Demon making his way, 76, begins the turn. Demon's gonna have to... Demon stops and fires. Demon dodges. Oh no, the coax guy should be able to get him here. And he does, okay. Legion still has a few spawns over here, so Legion just needs to win a few frags, and they should be able to get this back. Tank is coming up to support, though, so they'll be able to splash some HE around. Camp progress still comes in, goes towards the 50% mark. The tanks for the Axis are still hanging out by Dugout, so they won't be able to assist in this attack. But this tank needs to start splashing HE around as many places as they can. Good splash. Another tank rolls up to our left. Okay, that's the Allied medium moving their way into the point to assist with the defense. All right, so I think the Allies will be just fine here. I think they're going to be just fine, ladies and gentlemen. Does Legion have a backline, Gary, where they can fully commit to this? I don't know. But we do have that spawn wave over there to the top left coming towards the point. Do have the Panzer IV. Did the Tiger? No, Tiger's over here to our far left. Bomber run's going to go through, and it'll be a swing and a miss for the commander, unfortunately. Sorry, we see one persistent strike already attempted by the Allies. That means our next one will be ready around the 42-minute mark, everybody. 42-minute mark. Darth Baron and Blore looking to get some satchels on this Tiger. Rocket comes just short. Darth Baron looking to get something on the side. Darth Baron jumps. He jumps. Can he get one on the side? He jumps on top of the Tiger. He's going to put it right on the turret. Oh, he gets it right on. What a beautiful spot, buddy. What a beautiful spot. He's going to ride this Tiger to the death. Darth Baron going to be really happy with that satchel play. And there's no spotter on that Tiger to warn them. Darth Baron making sure they don't jump out and try to get this. Grease gun goes off to our right. And Darth Baron will die with his baby satchel. He will go down with the ship. Oh, there we go. Darth Baron gets himself a nice Tiger takedown here tonight on SmithersCast. Okay, here we go. Here we have an ally medium making their way to the point to support the defense. Once again, the Axis tanks are mainly playing defensively right now, so these infantry guys don't have any armor support. So they have to take care of these tanks all by themselves. Allies doing a really good job of using their tanks defensively, the free tanks especially, and not just using the 76s the whole game. Okay, so the medium will be able to push up to the point and help secure this. OPs, there's still a lot of outposts around cattle sheds for the Axis. So still a lot of bodies can come in here, but Legion doing a good job of coming around. We also hear a Stewie to the bottom right of our screen. Stewie will be heading up here. So once again, great use of light tanks by the Allies here. West. But we have this disconnect right now between the attack on cattle sheds and the defense. Rocket comes into the Stewie over here. Another rocket comes into the Stewie, and Demon sinks it. Okay, camp progress, guys, is almost at the 75% mark. Legion is not calling enough bodies back here yet, unfortunately. Another spawn wave comes in there. Oh, man, this is not looking good for Legion. Not looking good for Legion. Without that tank support, the infantry cannot win these. The infantry aren't winning these one-on-one frags that they need to. Camp progress begins on Dugout, but that's not going to matter here. The Axis should have a nice 4-1 lead here in just a second. Alrighty. R22R goes up 4-1 today on cattle sheds. Legion rushing back over here. All right, will we see the Axis commit everything to this airhead over here on the east side until they're sure that, hey, is the camp secure, or is it just more of a temporary thing? Spawn wave comes in from Legion, but R22R is really starting to shut this down. That airhead is still up over to the east. We may see the Axis just flex all these bodies over here to the airhead and rush the point. It's hosted by Palpatine, who's having the time of his life over here. He's making his way towards the airhead. Oh, but Palpatine gets gunned down the middle open fields. Another airhead spawn wave comes in. Battle QC gets himself a couple frags right there. But no MG is set up to mow down that spawn wave. Looks like L201 should be able to get this back, especially with the tank support right here. Stuka Strike is called in. Stuka Strike is called in on the 76. This could be a big one. This could be a big one. Let's take a look. Stuka comes in. No! And the Stuka nails it right on point. Commander Terrell sinks the precision strike at a critical moment. Once again, if you're just joining me, everybody, I'm your host tonight, Smithers, for this off-season competitive league matchup between L201 and R22R here on SMDM. So far, we've seen two caps. First camp on Dugout going to R22R. Then they, after a little bit of time, were able to push forward and get cattle sheds, catch Legion on a little bit of the wrong foot. Legion not calling enough bodies back in time, and now they're on 5th right here, applying max cap pressure. They're really just inching closer and closer. Reinforced dropped in cattle sheds. Camp progress nears the 80% mark. Does Legion have a bombing run, maybe? Don't know if they have a bombing run in store. Waiting to see if the Allies have a bombing run, or else I think this point is going to flip everybody. I think we're going to see a 5-0 here. It's looking like it's gonna be a 5-0 victory for R22R, with everybody just pummeling these spawn points for the Allies right here. And yes, there we have it. Congratulations to R22R taking the 5-0 victory here tonight.